Welcome back to Exhausted Reviews, where I'm exhausted and I make reviews. We got a special one for you folks. Today, we are talking about Oshi No Ko Episode 9, one of the greatest shows of this season. First off, can I just say, I quite appreciate. I just love the animation of the show. I just love the way the show ends. Like I love the ending of the show. The show has the best like. Every time the show ends, I let out a laugh because it's like, it's kind of like they do a little like gotcha twist at the end every time, or like a little last minute reveal before the credits hit, and that's just amazing. I love when they do that. Honestly, it brings me so much joy because like it's just hilarious. We'll get to that later. First, I want to talk about Mem exposing herself as a 24-year-old cosplaying as 25-year-old actually. She's 25, same age as me, cosplaying as a high schooler. She's you gotta have some different kind of bone structure for that, man. You gotta be built different for that. She has like maximum baby face. She must be like she probably just face exercises or something. I don't know, man. That's crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't know a lot of 23-year-olds who could, or people my age who could cosplay as a fucking 18-year-old professionally on TV. So that's just amazing. But yeah, that was hilarious. Aqua bringing her in and her being her being oh, this is a great frame. Her being accepted by the other girls so quickly was, and this frame especially is amazing because like we really learn a lot about Arima. I think that's her name, redhead girl. We learn a lot about her this episode, and more than you would think. It's not a whole lot, but it is like you have to kind of read between the lines because she's very hard on herself. This episode was more focused on the girls' experience and them just hanging out. And like when she was crying in that scene earlier, it was because she feels like she's let down a lot of her child agencies, and maybe she has as an actor, but I feel like what happens is what you see a lot here with in this scene, where she is kind of down and not, and she's comparing herself to the others, and she feels like she's not putting in the work in, but she is very much like hard on herself. I think that she expects too much of herself, and that causes her to kind of bring the mood down because she feels like she's not good enough, which really says a lot about her. I'm not sure if that's something her mother instilled in her, but it's something you even saw when they first met in episode 1 when she cried because she felt like Aqua did a better job acting than her. She's very hard on herself, and it has caused her to have some. It's like, oh, I'm not happy with this take, even though like everyone thinks it was amazing. She holds herself to a very high standard, and that can come back to bite you. That can definitely come back to bite you because you can definitely like slow down the whole process because you think you're not doing it good enough, even though like you can't be a perfectionist. You really have to be able to let go and just put out what you can, how you can while you're doing it, you know? And for the most part, I feel like most things aren't a direct train wreck. It's just like, it's all just nerves. And Arima has a really bad case of nerves. So we got a little bit of lore drop about I when Aqua got sushi. Really, his only scene in the episode was him getting connected to the with the producer. The producer is basically like, I see what you're doing out here. You're making money moves, and you're interested in I, and you and your sister or whatever. You use your connection with the I just gave you through my show to revive B Komachi with the girl from the show I was just on. Like, producers will see that. The producer will definitely see that and will be like, yeah, this guy can make me money. Like, if he is, you know, because everybody works, you know, in the industry like this, everybody wants to work, you know, and the more projects you're on, like Aqua being able to like go off and create his own project will create more jobs, and the jobs of course create money for the producer. You know, the producer will be able to put top Aqua around and kind of like, hey, I got a guy for you, and then like brings himself on as the producer, and like, you know, it's a very fruitful relationship. It's a very production is like he said, it's all about kind of, can this person help me make money? in the best and worst ways. It can be in the worst ways when things get a little exploitative, but if you're Aqua and you're out here connecting people and making a big splash, then people are gonna want to ride the waves, and that makes sense. It makes sense why people would want to ride the ripples of Aqua. Funny pun intended, because Aqua he's kind of that guy, and he has done a lot for this industry so far. Yeah, and in very small ways, but even like his complete like imagery brand of Akane, which that was probably going to be great for him going forward because Akane he's going to be able to join Akane's theater troupe as an actor, and they'll probably get closer, and he'll be able to dig into the older members of the troupe and try to find like who was closest with I. That's probably got to be this producer and the father, and the producer knowing that Mem was getting involved with the new B Komachi is putting them on to Japan Idol Fest, and that is actually huge. The girls were right when they were geeking out about how when they were geeking out about how like big this is, because this is actually big. Like national like venues like that like don't just hand out spots to anyone. There's like usually there's at least some kind of bidding war going on happening of like my agency wants to put these people on, like they'll probably buy the times or something. It can't be like it's not so they must be able to, they must have like gotten them a weird slot like in between concerts or something, but still like it's still big, especially since they don't even have any music out. So it's gonna be cool. I think what they're ending up doing is gonna be doing covers of some of their greatest hits probably, and Aqua will hopefully be able to bring, not Aqua, Ruby will hopefully be able to bring a little bit of her own eye experience to the role and help make the group shine. And Mem, of course, is doing her little thing. She's just like the famous one who's helping to boost the numbers. But we have a secret contender, because even though Arima is so hard on herself. She is so hard on herself about everything. She's like, I'm a horrible singer. I can't sing. You guys should take over. I don't care. I hate myself. I am literally just here in the background. Meanwhile, she's over here putting on full ass like music videos. Like if these are real music videos, the production on these it would be like amazing. This is incredible. Like the music video alone, regardless of music, like it's crazy to think that she like never took a music career seriously, because like her stuff is super good. I don't know why she's like but that's just like that happens when you get a little too close to the art. When you're to your own art, you kind of get in your head and you think everything's not good enough. And the ending scene right here, the scene right here, this is amazing. This right here is amazing. The way they ended this episode was fan freaking tastic. The fact that they ended it with the girls getting like 40 something for karaoke. They're both trash at singing. Meanwhile, she has a 97%, and she's like, "Man, I'm such a bad singer. You guys should take the front stage. I can't do it. I'm a bad singer." It's like, Akima, get out of your own head. Like but you also kind of need that when it comes to showbiz. You need to have some kind of standard, but this is just too much. I mean, she is definitely full of self doubt. I think she's definitely a little traumatized by her acting career. Something must have gone on. We still don't know a whole lot of details about it, but man, what a great episode! And where the show goes from here, I am liking the story is kind of flipping over to the girls' perspective now. It seems like we're leaning more into the actual idol side of the show. So I feel like that's where we're going to be going next. But we still have plenty of time with uh, Aqua too. Aqua could eventually is probably going to meet the owner of the theater next episode, and we should see Akane and Aqua have some more interactions and get a little bit more involved in their relationship, or see how they mesh as a couple. But overall, I'm really excited. This is a good episode. I'm definitely gonna give it a big fat 8.5 out of 10. It deserves it. I'm really looking. I hope. I feel like the next two episodes will definitely have some good stuff in store for us. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, because I mean, I'm super happy with this show so far. I love it. It's great. It's making it's hitting all the right bubbles in my silly little brain hole. So yeah, leave a comment if you want me to keep up with any other shows. I still have some other videos coming out. I know Doctor Strange, Doctor Stone's got to come out. That just came out. I think I'm 2 weeks behind on that, man. Actually, I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, have a good night, y'all. Peace or day, whatever. See ya.